Hello, welcome back to Heretic Tarot. My name is Liz, and I'll be guiding you on this journey today. This is the reading for the 2-5 Human Design Profile, or the Hermit Heretic. If you don't know what your Human Design Profile is, there's a link in the description below for you to get your Human Design body graph, and your profile will be listed on there. Definitely be sure to check out your zodiac sign readings as well. Those are all up. And as always, and of course, I would absolutely love it if you subscribed to my channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you for being here regardless, though. You know, I'm just happy we're here. So, this is a 3-card spread. First card is your current position, or the energy that is currently surrounding you. Second card is the energy that's leaving or that's no longer serving you. And the third card is the energy that's coming into you. Whoa. I'm sorry. My inner, like teenager just like came out, I guess. I am dying. The third card is the energy that will be available to you. Do I say that every single time? Wheezing. If I do say that every time, I need to come up with a different way to talk about that. All right, so let's just get a couple good shuffles in here for the 2 5s. Okay. There we go. Man, I'm not going to lie. I feel like I actually needed that laugh. Because I was kind of sitting here and I'm like, man, you know, I just kind of feel, what is the word? Calm, but like, it almost kind of felt like I hadn't quite like woken up all the way yet. But I mean, I am, but you know what I mean? So anyway, I feel like that laugh just kind of got some energy moving around, honestly. So maybe too, like maybe you just need a really good effing laugh that, I mean, it does make you wheeze, or, you know, ooh, the current energy is the Sun card. Love that. What's leaving is the Death card. Love that. What's coming in is the 8 of Swords. Interesting. We have the Page of Wands with the Sun card. We have the Ace of Cups with the Death card. Interesting. And then we have the 8 of Cups with the 8 of Swords. Interesting. Look at those 8s. Very interesting. Okay, so we start with the Sun card and the Page of Wands. The Sun is Leo. The Death card is Scorpio. You know, if that has any significance, it does not have to. The Sun is also in Capricorn right now. Still, we just had that full moon a couple days ago. You know, when the Sun is opposing the moon. Anyway, though, you know, the Sun card is like everything good. It's, you know, it's joy, it's bliss, it's even like rebirth, rejuvenation, right? Like, which is really kind of interesting since we have the Ace of Cups over here in the position of like what's leaving. But the energy with the Sun card is like being happy, like with where things are. It's almost like finding joy in the little things, right? I mean, we can see that this figure is holding a baby and they're showing them sunflowers. It's like this curiosity type of energy, and which is interesting that it's paired with the Page of Wands, because I feel like the Page of Wands says the same thing. You know, it's adventure. It says also fire, curiosity, right? It's like being introduced to new things. And it's what's also interesting. How many times have I said the word interesting in like the last 2 minutes? But is that this page of wands feels very like leisurely to me. Right? I mean, like they're sitting under a tree playing a flute. Their dragon is taking a nap. Right? And even like this person in the sun card is just, kind of strolling through this field of sunflowers, showing the baby the sunflowers, right? Like just, it's almost like finding, like being happy with either your day to day, like you could be looking for ways to add some joy back into your life, or maybe you are actively slowing down, like really kind of focusing in on the things that do interest you. Again, I mean, like even trying new things, breathing life into something, right? Even if that is just your curiosity or even a hobby, because like with the page of wands, there's not like a ton of commitment with the page of wands. At this point, it's just trying things. It's, like getting your hands dirty and seeing if you like it or not, right? It's like more so being in it for the adventure. Like again, the whole curiosity thing keeps coming to my mind too. Even if that is like being curious about your own life, like your own self. And of course too, like with the second line, right, it's like allowing yourself to play with the things that you have an interest in, developing a skill or whatever, right? But it's like you're actively pursuing it, like you are practicing it, you are maybe trying things differently, you are maybe just finding a way to have fun with it. And what is so interesting is that, in the position of what's a leaving, we have the Death card and the Ace of Cups. And the Death card says that every new beginning disguises itself as an end. But then we have, the Ace of Cups here, which is like a new something having to do with emotions. It, like the first feeling that I got from these cards were that it's like no longer putting energy into the things that are not satisfying you. It's like recognizing the areas of your life or the things that you do or the beliefs that you have attached to certain feelings, even your relationship to love, whether it's romantic, whether it's, loving the things that you do, whether it's, loving the people that you have around you, whatever it is, right, is changing. And again, it's like no longer putting energy, like, and especially emotional energy into either relationships that are just not giving back what you're putting in, or right, like energy vampire type of vibes, or again, even whatever the sun and page of wands is talking about, because there's definitely an energy of change when the Death card comes up. Which, and like I said, I love that the Death card shows up in the energy of what's leaving. And too, it's like, both of these cards are water cards, right? Both of these cards are fire cards. There's also butterflies in the death card and the sun card. Again, like this energy of transformation, of change. There could even, again, right? I mean, I'm just saying all the things that come to are being dropped in. So if I'm repeating myself, that's probably happening. Because I keep focusing on this angel here, or, this angel of death here. And I just get this feeling that, it's like there's an ending that has been trying to either present itself to you, make itself known to you. It's been around. And this is not, like physical or literal death, right? Like, disclaimer, this is not that. This is, death talks about the energy of the thing, right? And also, too, not to mention, the death card is just as much about something ending as it is about something beginning, which is interesting that we have the sun card here, too, because the sun card does usually talk about rebirth also. So the sun card and the page of wands, going back to that, whatever is happening there with you, it is healing something over here. And maybe it's just too that, like, you haven't quite seen it that way. Like, that's not the perspective that you have on it. Because the reason why I'm saying that is over here, we have the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Another card of moving forward, of change, of this is emotionally detaching from something. It's like the minor arcana card to the death card in this scenario. It's like double confirmation here. I feel like the death card is here to, like, literally usher something out of your life. Like, the energy is around you to let it go, and truly it will be taken off your hands energetically. But you would have to, like, let it go too, right? Like, you have to do your part in releasing it and letting it go. But it's like you wouldn't even have to, like, do anything else to it, right? Because this angel of death, like, they're there to guide the soul into the afterlife, right? Like, they're not alone. They don't have to figure it out alone. Very interesting. And the Eight of Swords is, like, for me, it's the self-inflicted mind prison. It's like, feeling like you don't have a way out, feeling like you don't have any other options. It's also all in your head. That's swords, right? I mean, it's our mind, it's our thoughts, it's our belief systems, it's truth and honesty, right? But, just kind of like how truth is determined by our perspective or understanding of things, and also our beliefs. So, I also attribute swords to ego, because that is generally where we hear our ego is in our minds. And our ego is created by the stories that we attach to feelings, to, circumstances, to experiences. And it does become our belief system. It becomes our personality, our temperament, right? Like, it becomes the filter which, we consume life, goes through the filter of our ego, and then it kicks out a story, right? So, with all of that being said, right, like, this Eight of Swords is, there's all these crows flying around it, kind of wrapping them up, right? But they're not actually stuck. Their hands aren't bind. They could, if they wanted to, change their mind. And what this is telling me is that you are going to change your mind. It's like literally just like a tweak to your mindset. And maybe too, it was like, there was some type of fear about leaving this behind or letting it go or whatever it is, right? Because I think sometimes like it's, we're just unsure of like what's going to replace it, right? And like nothing necessarily has to replace it. And also, whatever replaces it can be exactly and whatever you want it to be. But we have to like let it go first in order for there to be like any change. So again, right, the 8 of Swords, truly change your mind, change your life, right? The 8 of Cups is on the emotional side of things because making that decision, the 8 of Cups starts focusing more on what is in front of them versus all these, there's 8 cups here, right? And all of those cups were the Ace of Cups at one time. So the energy of the thing or of the things has been satisfied. There's nothing else that needs to be done, whatever the situation is too, right? I mean, job, relationship, your healing journey, your spiritual journey, whatever, that is for you. Because also the 8 of Cups is walking towards the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, having your desires met, feeling purposeful, right? So it really is like taking the step. It's allowing yourself to come out of this 8 of Swords energy and just be open to the possibilities, be open to the life that you want, the job that you want, the relationship that you want, the friends that you want, right? It's like allowing yourself to be open to that so that the energy can find you instead of blocking it. Or just kind of, being in the same cycle or looking in the same spots as before and like thinking that, like there would be anything that changed type of thing. Beautiful. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for allowing me to read your cards. I will talk to you soon. Bye.